Here is a note about today's program.
This is an encounter with spaces, different kinds of spaces, and the way that different spaces make people feel.
The following is from NIT, National Instructional Television. Ripples.
No walls. No ceilings. Just a wide open space. It seems that Andy and Susie feel good here, and they're really having a good time. Now, where are the children? They're indoors in another kind of space. This is a big space, especially for a space that's indoors. It certainly is fancy. The kids feel that this must be a pretty important place. Maybe a castle or a palace. They probably feel this way because it's so big. The ceiling seems to reach the sky. The floor is so fancy. The walls are super strong. And everything is covered with light that shines in everywhere. It's bright and it's colored like a rainbow. Have you ever thought about what a space is? Well, a space is any place where you are. And it always seems to have its own size and its own special shape. There's always light in a space. Sometimes very bright, sometimes very dark. Every space you're in makes you feel a special way. Wouldn't you feel different in a big place than in a little place? Or don't you feel different in a dark place than you do in a light place?
I like to jump way up and I'd like to fly. I'd feel small and I'd feel, free. I'd feel like leaping up and jumping, and I'd fly by the color windows, and I'd wonder if I was a bird what that was.
Susie felt like flying in that beautiful, big, open space. This space made her feel very differently.
It's kind of spooky in here and gloomy. And it's little. Yeah. Do you really want to go down here? Yes. But there's no light down here. I know, but I still want to explore it. It's all spooky and dirty and crampy. You don't even know what's down there, do you? I know. You'll find out. A dead person down there, you know, that tried to go down there. Who thinks about a dead person? Light is right there, I think. We don't need light. Look, there's light. Looks like we're in a well. I don't know. The windows are different colors and light shining through it, and it makes it color pattern 4. It's light and dark too. Pretty. Looks like lots of room to run in.
The children want to run because the space stretches way, 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 way out, like a road or like a railroad track. It invites you to run. There's something else about this space. It seems to move because the doorways and the columns on each side seem like they're marching down the road. Also, those streaks of light on the floor seem to be marching along. How would you like to roller skate down this space? Oh, goodness. What kind of a space is this? The kids must think this is a torture chamber. This is a mysterious place, and it's hard to say what it really is. Either the light is all dark and murky, or it's harsh and bright, with scary dark shadows. Those walls that look like steps are strange because they're too big for steps and they're too steep. Maybe they're for some funny kind of giant to walk on. Where do you suppose that big hole goes? Andy is brave to look in it. There could even be a giant bat in there. The walls are rough and dirty. The water is dirty too, and dark. I bet the kids are glad to leave that weird space. But this space isn't much better. Even though it is long and stretches out like the one where it would be fun to roller skate, you can't because of all the bumps in the road and all the pipes in the way. It's a little bit like running away in a bad dream.
Sue, what are you going to do down here? I don't know. Like, for instance, go down there. Or, I think it's dirty. Do you feel dirty in there? Yes. What else? I feel like a giant mouse.
Even though this whole place was a little bit like a bad dream, still this mouse hole was fun. That's because it was so small, and even little people feel big playing in it. Boy, it's nice to be outdoors again. But this is a different kind of space than the open meadow where we began. That space had no walls, but here the bushes seem like walls, and the trees are almost like ceilings. It's cheerful here. The bushes seem like friends because they're soft and pretty. The path curves, and you want to peek around the corner. The sunlight makes you feel good, and all the air around you makes you feel wide awake. Wherever you are feeling a space. You're feeling its size, its bigness, or its smallness. You're feeling its shape, whether it's long and narrow, or up and down, or wide open. You're feeling how bright the space is, or how dark. You're feeling whether a space is rough or smooth, dull or shiny, hard or soft, clean or dirty. You feel everything about a space. And remember, you do the things you want to do in a space because of the way the space makes you feel.
Produced by the Northern Virginia Educational Television Association. Ripples was created by a consortium of 12 educational agencies in association with NIT, National Instructional Television.